Because if you were traveling around North Texas, unfortunately, you're going to be met with some rain. Meteorologist Jeff Ray here tracking all of that. It's going to be messy for the next couple of days.
Yeah, we're going to be dealing with some rain. I think it's really going to be the worst of it tonight through the overnight hours and tomorrow morning. This is time lapse. We run several hours here. Several waves of light rain over Dallas. You see a little break right now. It's interesting to note these temperatures. I'll show you in a second, but you see the shower activities all light across the metro area. That's kind of been the story today. But we look just a little bit further out to the west, and we can see, well, you know, this is how much we missed the forecast for the Metroplex. Fortunately, for the day side part of the forecast, we thought some of this could be in the Metroplex already, but instead it's about 40 miles off to the west, and there is some very big rain here. You can see this is 45 miles away from downtown Fort Worth, and we look into Palo Pinto County, and we see rainfall estimates that are already over 3 inches or close to it. So big rains going on still there. As you can see, there's still all this streaming up from the southwest, and this is kind of what we feared, is that we get in a situation, get some heavy rain, and then just more coming in from the same direction. There's a strong thunderstorm right here, by the way, closing in on Jacksboro. This is producing some pretty good winds, I believe, and a lot of lightning, but it's not severe. But I tell you, rainfall rates are just so impressive, and we were talking about rain that's getting close to, you know, falling at 3-4 inches per hour, and that farther there. So there's the temperatures I was telling you about. Look at the temperatures in the 80s on this side of the front and on the 60s on this side of the front. So it's 69 in Fort Worth right now. It's 85 in Waxahachie. So there's a big temperature difference along the front, obviously, and that front's going to stall. And then this flood watch, well, we're really going to have to be concerned about the rain through the overnight hours. 2 to 3 inches widespread, 4 to 5 inches in isolated amounts. The front doesn't go much further, I believe, and stalls out and just hangs over North Texas. So we get this rain training over not only the Metroplex, but large swath of North Texas. And it continues to stream up out of the southwest through the overnight hours. So through the night, a lot of rain. A lot of times it's going to be heavy. As we get in towards the morning commute, towards the end of it, this rain should be moving slightly off to the east, we hope, and that would mean the end of the rain threat, the flooding threat. But the flooding threat is going to be really high, both tonight and tomorrow morning, where we're talking about 4 to 5 inches of rain in some areas, including inside the Metroplex, which would cause all sorts of issues. But you can see the forecast models, a lot of them are kicking out some really impressive amounts, like the Euro 4 inches of rain by tomorrow evening. And one of the reasons is that we got the stationary front, we got the Gulf moisture, and now the moisture from Tropical Storm Pamela is going to be moving in. Basically, all this moisture you see streaming up in the water vapor. Let me show you this. This is the forecast modeling of that moisture. It's just coming up right into North Texas just in time for the morning commute, or not, if not just a little earlier. So that just makes the rain heavier. So we've got all that to deal with through the overnight hours, and then tomorrow morning it starts to clear away. We get a cold front Friday, and look at the weekend. Weekend looks great. We'll be in the 70s, and Sunday morning we have a low in the 40s.